Hi friends, hi again. So today the next question that we'll be solving today is one of the questions from Lead Code, which also comes under the category of easy. And the question that we'll be dealing today is we have to write a SQL query to find all the duplicate emails in the table, and the table name is person. So as can be seen in the table, we see that there are three email IDs, out of which two are getting repeated, like a@b.com is repeating itself twice. And we have to write a SQL query so that the output that we get is a@b.com. So before I start, I'll quickly create the table. And for that, I'm using sqlfiddle.com. It's a very good platform. And in this, you can create a schema. So I have quickly written the SQL statements to create a schema, and I'll quickly build the schema. So now I'll show you how my table looks like, and it is exactly what we wanted. So we have three email IDs, and we can see that a@b.com is repeating twice. So now I will quickly show you three methods in which you can solve the same problem. So let's start with problem statement. Let's start with solution number one, which is so you select from person table, and since you are looking at the duplicated emails, you would like to group by the email column, and then that will create groups of different emails. I can show you how my output would look like. So in this, I can see that there are two groups created, and out of that, I want to select only the group in which the count of email is greater than 1. And if I run this, I can see that only one record is returned, which is a@b.com. So this is method number one. The next method that we would be doing is using a sub table. So for that, we would again select from the table person. We would group by the column email, and this time we want to see the count of all the emails in each group. So we will count it as count email as cnt. And then if we quickly run, and let's see how many, what is the count for each email. So we see that a@b is coming two times and c@ is coming one time. Now we have to select the email IDs where the count is greater than 1. So as we can see that this is returning a table to us, we can use it as a subquery. We will use this as the table. Whatever resultant table is returned from this, that table would be used for this outer query from, and then that can be written as we can give it any name like duplicate emails, and then we have to select all those rows where C and T is greater than 1, and we have to select the email column from this. So let's quickly run this and see if we are getting the right answer. Yes, and we can see that we have got the output as a@b.com, which was the expected output. So method 2 also worked for us. Now let's quickly look at method number 3, which would be using self join. So next we would be doing another quick method in which we would be using self join. So again, we would start from selecting from table person. Since we are using only join, it would be an inner join. And we are, so this would be as P1, this would be as P2. Now, if we quickly look at the table, what we see is, since we are joining this on the same table, we would see that this 123 and a at the rate b.com. I've repeated this twice because I wanted to join these two tables on the key, which would be email in my case. So see, if we see the common email, we see that a at the rate b.com is common in this table and this table. But here, since we have two entries, this record would be joined with both these records, because when we do a join, we look for common records in both the tables. And since a at the rate b.com, excuse me for that, a at the rate b.com is common in both these records, it will join itself with these two records. But since we want to count them only once. We don't want to count this duplicate. I mean, this is a duplication of record with ourselves, and don't want to count that. So we want to count only this occurrence where this one is combining with three. So to bring that condition, what we do is we first of all join it on where p1 dot email is equal to p2 dot email. This is our joining condition. And we also have to be careful that we want only the records where p1.id is not equal in both the cases, because then we are actually counting the row when it is joining with itself. We don't want to count that row, right? So we will exclude all those rows where the condition is that p1 id is same as p2 id. We don't want that. So we are looking at all the rows where p1 id is not equal to p2 id, and at the same time p1 dot email is equal to p2 dot email. We want both the emails to be equal, but then the IDs should not be equal. And after that, the last thing that we do is we select the column that we want. And this is, let's quickly run this and see if we are getting the result that we want. Okay, so I actually didn't mention which email ID I wanted. I could choose either of them. It could be p1 dot email or p2 dot. That does not make a difference. And now let's quickly run it. And now we see that it is coming twice, and we want only distinct entry, so we would append the word distinct. And now let's see if solves the problem. Yes, it does. And I'll quickly, because since we have only two rows, so I'll just quickly increase the number of duplications so that we can quickly check if this is working on a different set as well, where we have more records. And I have making it a at the rate b.com thrice, and then I will also have I'll make c at the rate d twice, and there's another record where there is no duplication, and let's call it e at the rate. Now I'll have to build the schema again, so I'll build the schema again, and the schema is created. Now if I run this query, you can see that the result that I get is, why did I not get c at the rate d.com? Sorry, so the email that was here, it was c at the rate d.com. It had to be this, then only it will be counted as duplicate. So I'll quickly build the schema again, and now then run the query, and now we get both these duplicate records. Yeah, so thank you guys. These are the three ways that we can use to solve this problem. So in case the interviewer asks you more than one way, you can choose any of them and give your answer accordingly. Thank you. See you again in the next video. Bye for now.